is Good Friday here in Sioux Center. We're supposed to have some snow this weekend, but anyway, so I'm going to do my chapter 14 and 15 summaries today. The first chapter, chapter 14, the curse of bad religion. This is talking about how we can't play God, we aren't God, and we need to trust him with his decisions, and basically the government is full of larceny. So in chapter 89, I think we have a good example of all of this. In one area after another, the state is working to eliminate the possibility of sin. An example, humanistic sin by regulating and controlling man and society to try to make temptation impossible. But like we said, nobody can do this, only God can. We can't play God, not our part. We're just supposed to follow him. So also in this chapter, Thomas Sowell says high prices are greed, and if you're going to overcharge for anything, you have a lot of greed in your heart and it's not good, while low prices is virtuous. So in grocery stores might make 10 cents to $10, or maybe this is a little bit old, maybe it's probably $1 to $10 or something, but yeah, so it's not crazy, all that money has to be put into how much it costs to ship it, and in different areas it costs more to ship stuff or truck stuff all over the place, because it says in the chapter, Boston is one of the places where it's costs a lot to ship stuff because there's a lot of accidents and people drive kind of crazy. And also high rents in low income places are kind of hard to control, because you have higher rents because there's crime cost, vandalism cost, and all that kind of stuff that just kind of is all crazy that nobody would ever think of to have it included into the cost itself. So on page 91 it says, the Bible begins with the creation of heaven and earth. Money and banking textbooks also begin with the creation of money by commercial banks. Creation ex nihilo, I don't know, is a favorite explanation in both cases. Unable to demonstrate the biblical creation out of nothing, we'll do the next best thing, show how banks create money out of nothing in order to see how it works. Let's get into banking business ourselves. So this says man can pretty much make up anything, and it keeps going on. It's the obvious fact clearly and simply set forth to very able men. So everything has a creation, everything has a reason, and that's what the curse of bad religion is about. So then chapter 15 I found very interesting. It talks about sin and perfection. So at the beginning it talks about the Sermon on the Mount and how it's all men are created perfect and all of that, but in Greek and in the Bible, if not in modern day, perfect doesn't mean what it means now. Perfect now is I don't know, you're sinless, you're angelic, there's nothing wrong. Here it means that you're mature, you're fully grown, you're perfect. So if you're looking at, let's look at cattle. You have a fully fat cow and it's perfect. You're at the perfect weight, market weight, so it can be sent in and all of that. So then when people go into a more perfect union, it's a more mature, fully grown union. But then sin, I found this very interesting personally. Sin has two terms in Greek. One is you're anti-law. The other one is you're missing the mark, you're falling short. So in Eden was sinless but not perfect. It wasn't mature. It needed to grow. That's why God put Adam and Eve there, to help it grow, but then they fell short and they had the first term of sin, which was, they had the second term of sin, which was they were missing the mark. They weren't 100% there. And that's why they had the fall. But the remedy to all of this imperfection was knowledge, technology, and work. We need to put all the work into it, and God will bring us to it. And that was this week's summary.